gonna send. I got you here. Hold on. I'm gonna send a text through to you just to see if it'll.
Okay.
If I can send it out. Hold on. Let me find you over here.
Okay, you're live, Mike.
All right.
We are live.
Let me know when people are in and I can answer stuff.
All right.
Okay, I just sent one. Well, it went through to you, Derek. Send me back something. Oh yeah, I got it.
That's okay, you guys. It's a family business. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Show, everyone. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing? I know your weather's rough over there. Today is Wednesday, isn't it, you guys? All right. I want to make sure I got the right day. Well, hi, Miranda. How you doing? Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you all for your support and for your help and forgiveness and understanding. I'm going through a rather difficult time right now. I've been asked to leave where I am for the last 6 years, and so I'm having to move, and it is it's a bit traumatic all the way around, and I have not been myself lately. So I hope everybody can forgive me and continue to watch the show, and I will continue to build stuff. Oh, Eddie, I have got to go to that kid's website that I inspired to build aircraft for pilots. I want to subscribe to him and I want to follow him and all that kind of cool stuff. All right. Now, what I'm doing is these are the shoulder guns, the shoulder turrets for the Hammerhead Corvette that I'm building. And what I'm trying to do right now is build them up strong enough so that they will survive any kind of action. All right, this one over here is done. All right, now I want to show you something here, you guys. How strong can you make paper toys or paper art? I'm hanging on to the shoulder gun right there. That's all I'm holding on to. Because I teach you how to build structurally correct, what you build is going to stand the test of time. Okay, so now I should probably put another piece up here. Yeah, I really need to do that. Close that in. That is too small. Okay, but that would make really cool detail. If I turn that around, see how that... What's that, Eddie?
Not a lot going on right now.
Okay. Yep, no worries. Okay, so I want to glue this on here, just like that. Okay, that is the first layer. We're going to cover this piece up, and then I've got to put another piece over top of it. I hope everyone had a fantastic week so far, and I pray that everyone is doing well. Now I need to trim that piece off, just like that. And thank you all for coming to the phone show, and making this a daily or weekly routine. I do my phone show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to noon. And I love you all. I think you're fantastic human beings, and thank you very much for your support, for following me. We're trying to get to 100K followers, and we're darn close. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm doing detail work on these engines and the shoulder guns. You can see I did this detail work. I'm getting this top piece on here. What I have to do with that is I have to look at some pictures of this and see exactly what it looks like and what I need to add to it. I'm thinking all I need to do is add my own greebles to this top piece. I am working on this, but that is going to take some fabrication work, which is what I'm doing right now with it. Now, let me see if I can get it for you and show you. It's behind my laptop, drying. Okay, this is 7mm twisted stainless steel wire. I glued it on back here, and I want to add some more glue to it so it's absolutely virtually impossible to pull out.
Hey, Mike. Hannah's doing good. She got overwhelmed yesterday and had a mental breakdown in the bathroom yesterday.
Oh my goodness, Hannah, I'm sorry. You're doing better, young lady. That's good. So, yeah, it's a tough situation. I had a mental breakdown this week in the show, and so I understand. Okay, so let me see. I need to tear that off of there. Okay, now that piece is on, and it looks pretty good. One thing you have to do when you're doing this paper stuff is you have to make sure that all your points of contact stay where their contact points are at. Oh boy, that was confusing. Anyway, this upper corner was lifted up a little bit, so that means I needed to add some more pressure to it to get it to stay down there. Where are my hammer? Where's my hammerhead pictures? Who? Up. Need some agua. Okay. Anything else I need over there? No, I'm good. All right. So, there's some amazing things you can do with paper, everybody. This stuff is just part of it. You know, check this out. I made a dragonfly. And body's paper, the whatever that is, the tail section. I don't know what they're called. That's just an old paintbrush. And then I wrapped paper around it and sanded it down and made segments. And the wings are iris petals, just dried flowers. And they look extremely cool. Put on, I glued them onto a paper towel. And that's what gives them that look of veining and stuff. Well, the flowers do that. But anyway, then I glued the paper towel onto a wireframe. And the funny thing is, this shape right there is the actual shape of the back of the wings because I formed the bendy wire around an Elmer's glue bottle. Now, Elmer's glue is my favorite use. I have used super glue twice, and I've used Gorilla Glue a couple of times. But mostly, like 99.9%, is all Elmer's glue. Now, if you're in Europe, it's PVA glue. And so, anyway, this is the cool stuff you can do. I should probably light it up for y'all and let you see it. Okay, those are the engines. I used recycled grill work to make the honeycomb look. and a recycled tail light from a mountain bike, and to give it the orange. And here, these 3 lights up front, the green, the red, and the blue. Those are recycled lights out of a toy car. And everything else is fiber optics. All this is run by fiber optic light. Now the cool thing is, fiber optics let the turrets spin like they're supposed to. Same way with back here. All right, this turret back here, it does the same thing. The shoulder turrets are going to be actuated the same way. So, and that's what you see here. These are all fiber optic connections. They're not connected yet because I still got a lot of building to do. There we go. All right, that looks good. That all looks good. Oh, it's been a rough week, everybody. Thank you all for hanging in there. I tell you what, these Fiskars micro scissors, man, they work good. Be very careful that you do not cut your fiber optics. It will chop them in half in an instant. And then all the work that you've done has to be torn apart and redone, because you have to figure out how to get your fiber optics back in line. Okay, so now let me think. What am I doing? Oh man, keeping up with this stuff sometimes is real tough. Okay. Where is, oh, I set that back up there. Okay, so now I've got to go to my pictures and find my Hammerhead Corvette pictures. Okay, so that means I need to minimize you guys and open this up right here. That one. Let's try that one, see what it does. Okay, and let's open that one too. Alrighty, now let's go over. Aw, really? Daggone it. Okay, there we go. Let's make this one big enough so I can actually see it. And now, come on now. Oh, that's not the right picture. Doggone it. Alt tab, go here. All right, now let's raise this up. Let's look at this. Come on, you. Okay, so it has a bunch of little sections on this. And one of the things you can do to make them is, I have a lot of little scrap pieces of paper like this one. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a couple of pieces off of this, and I'm going to glue them in place, and that will add more detail to what I'm doing. Now, I need two. I need a port and a starboard side. So once I make my first cut, then I just put it on top of the piece of paper that I'm cutting and make sure they're lined up right, and then cut it again. Okay, what this is doing is this creating two pieces that are symmetrically correct. Then what you do is you just get your
Working.
get this up.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Oh yeah, how you doing, Rose?
Oh, thanks.
And now I am going to put them on like that. Okay, so what you're doing is, this is not accurate detail, but you're making a scratch built piece. It doesn't have to be accurate. It has to be accurate to what you like. If you like what you're doing, well, continue on. If you don't like what you're doing, tear it off and make something better. I use recycled kitchen waste paper. All right, and now you might be wondering, what in the heck is kitchen recycled waste paper? Okay, this is chipboard. Remember, chipboard is not cardboard, you guys. Cardboard, you can't do this with it. Chipboard, it comes in cracker boxes, soda boxes, soup boxes. It does not matter what kind of box it is. If it comes in your kitchen, you can build with it. Okay, now I just noticed something. There's a little bit of it sticks out. This top piece sticks out a little bit. So one of the things I can do is I can take this Dremel light sander and I can reduce this overlap just a tiny bit. Don't have to take much off it. Just have to reduce it a little tiny bit to get it to look right. So now it looks right. At least in my opinion it does. So now I can add more detail to it. Okay. And looking at the picture there, there's not a lot of detail on the sides. A little tiny bit.
Hey, Mike, you want to show something?
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to show something. Okay, guys, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you my Star Destroyer. All right, this is an amazing piece. It's 11,390 piece of paper. And why do I know that? Because when I'm building, I keep track of parts on a parts list. I keep track of the hours of build time. Okay, so that's why I know there's 11,000 plus pieces on this Star Destroyer. I counted all of them. And it took 536 hours to make it. And it's not a Lego, it's hollow. It weighs 3.5 pounds. It's 32 inches long.
Beautiful, Mike.
This is the most amazing build that I think I have at this point in time. Although the Hammerhead Corvette and stuff is very cool, this was done long ago in 2017 when I had no opportunity to have lights or anything like that in them. So this is just a static kit, and it's not a kit. It's all hand built. And so just the cool things that you can see on this. I tell you what, making those engines was a definite chore. They were rough. Oh, I'll tell you something about these engines. All of these little ribs in here, those were all hand cut and fit. These pieces were made by using a bottle cap. I wrapped toilet paper and Elmer's glue around a bottle cap, let it dry, cleaned it all up, and used them to make the secondary thrusters. Ha! So anyway, this is the amazing stuff you can do with recycled paper. This was inside of here. Okay, I'll show you this right there. See that little hole right there? If you stuck a micro camera in there and a light, you can see that I used Nike shoe boxes to cut the rafters and the floor joists in this and put the walls inside to hold this whole thing up and build this. Now, when I hit this, all right, it is solid, but it's not a solid piece. It's built like a house. Structurally correct is what you have to build to make things strong.
Crazy beautiful.
Thank you very much. And it doesn't matter what it is, you guys. You might be into military and stuff. Well, I built my own tanks for the paper army. Okay, you can play Warhammer with these things. And check this out. Those tracks, those are Q-tips, all laced together equally with a die. I punched the holes in all these Q-tips by hand. So, paper army insignia for Warhammer. That is it right there. And best turrets ever, and they just slip together. That's all they do. The cool thing about these guns, they're plastic. They're lined inside with plastic so that they will never, ever stick. You can turn them. They will turn, I hope, forever. Yeah. Thank you all for joining the phone show. And thank you for your support, you guys. I have got to make a move. And this move is going to be, it's going to be hard, but I can do it. So thank you all for your support.
Look at the thin rod along the barrels. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Let's look at that. Yes, this, and I don't know, let me take that off of there. All right, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I even put wires inside here to make it more authentic so that the particle beams or whatever these are work properly, or at least should work properly. But anyway, I used a straightened out paper clip and then I built it into the guns. That is the coolest way to make gun parts. Now, this gun right here, that will actually stand up if there's a soldier in there or whatever. Anyway, that is just an old valve stem out of a dirt bike. If you get a bronze membership, you can see how to make hinges and all kinds of cool stuff.
Have you made a chance to make a juggernaut yet?
I have not had a chance to make a juggernaut, and more than likely I will not have time to do that. I start the Titanic build as soon as I'm done with this Hammerhead Corvette. And so after that, the Titanic is probably going to take 6 months to make, which...
It says, love you, Papa. What you do is awesome, and I didn't know the older generation loved this kind of stuff. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. My mom used to read Jules Verne to me before I could read because I have dyslexia, and I refused to read in school. And so I wasn't very good at it. And my mom would read Jules Verne and different things to me when I was young. And what that allowed me to do is be a sci-fi nut at a young age. And so I have been into sci-fi since the 50s. And back then, man, you couldn't get any good sci-fi back then. It was good to us, but it sure changed over the years. All right.
Marcy says, Little Red Hammerhead Corvette. That's a song, Mike.
Yes, it is. A Little Red Corvette. I know it.
Hey, I'll love your work and the materials you use, Mike.
Yes, indeed. I think that recycling will help the planet, of course, but personally, I like building with it because it's cheap. You know, not that I'm cheap, but I'm cheap. I can't afford a lot. And so, anyway, yeah, it's what I do. Okay, that's got to be sanded down. Thank you for the high five. Thank you guys for your support very much.
Stevie would take over.
Okay, sounds good. Welcome to the show, Rose.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Meet Rose.
Right.
How many Star Wars ships have I made? Oh. Wow, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I made roughly 15 Star Wars vehicles. I keep them, but I want to sell them. And so once I get better with this and figure out the website, if you want to buy anything from me right now, the only stuff we've got for sale is up on paperarmy.net. If you go to paperarmy.net, you can see what we've got. There will be more, but I have to get this move accomplished before I can really get serious with paperarmy.net. because right now I'm stuck. Tell you what, this Dremel light, it has saved me literally thousands of hours of sanding. And what I'm doing right now is I am making these added on pieces that I'm working with more symmetrical. Like the edge of this this triangle piece that I've got right here, it's lifted up on one side. So what I'm doing is I'm sanding that down, so that when I put the new triangle on to cover up everything that I've added, it will sit flat rather than being cocked off crooked. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is take a measurement here and, what'd I do with that? Okay, it's over here somewhere. I know it is. I use it all the time. Oh, how in the heck can I manage to lose my ruler? I just got done using it. Oh, I put it in there.
What brand of Dremel are you using?
I'm using a Dremel light. Now, I've got two rotary tools, the Dremel light, and from Harbor Freight, I've got a Bauer. Now, for heavy work, this Bauer is better than the Dremel. But I use this for all my light work. Alrighty, now I need the measurement here. Should I put that on first? Okay, anytime you're building anything, you need a superstructure. Okay, this is just like framing in a house. Everything that I do is just like building for real. So what I need to do right now is I need to cut the pieces to go in here and cover this up. So, let's see, how's this gonna work? Okay, this is heavier, denser chipboard. Okay, it came out of one of them little things where you had little coffee mate things. Anyway, this stuff it's denser chipboard, and it works really good for doing skin and armor, because it makes it super strong, so when you grab a hold of it, it does not crush. Okay, so I need the piece about that long. That's how long I need it. Okay, so now I take large chipboard pieces and I make them smaller. And I keep cutting them down until I can finally throw away all the little stuff that I don't use. Okay, so that needs to go there.
No.
Aw, wait, here we go. I used it the wrong direction. And so this is what I'm doing right now. Is I'm going to start taking pieces off of this to match that. Now that's about the right size I need. So now what I have to do is I have to kind of extrapolate what this is supposed to look like when I get it. Oh wow, that's nice. All right, now I got one up front I have to do the same thing to. Take that out of there. And now we put this in. See, this is what I've done. Okay, I'll show you here. See that? Now, this fits in here just like this. That makes a perfect facing edge. And now, since I have that, I go under here like this, and I take my mechanical pencil and I draw a line on it, because this part is what I have to line it up with. All right, so now we just work this around. We just do this like that. There is the piece that I need to go in here just like that. Okay, I know that this piece is perfect. All right, so now all I have to do is glue it in place, which is pretty easy to do. Okay, get glue on there, glue on here, and some glue on here. Then I take my handy dandy tweezers, and this is what I do right here. We put it in place, lock it down, and hold it in place till it attaches. Now it takes about an hour for this clear emerald to dry. So, but I don't have to hold it for an hour. All I have to do is hold it for a few minutes and get it to stick. But you have to kind of keep an eye on stuff, because sometimes when you put glue on paper, it wants to roll up. It wants to curve. Yep, that's what it's doing right up there. Okay, let's take that off of there. So anyway, this heavier chipboard, all of it is different. Everything works differently. The more you learn about chipboard, the more the cooler your builds will get. Like this is a FedEx chipboard box. It's very malleable. Okay, it's soft. This chipboard from the creamer box is very dense. It's stiff. And there are all kinds of applications as you learn more from what you do as to what different types of paper you can use. Okay, I got, I wonder if I got something I can show you right here. I do. Okay, I use paper bag material a lot, okay, for keeping my fingers clean and for doing all kinds of work. Anyway, this is like paper bag material, but this was actually the bottom of a meat box. Okay, now what's cool about this is it's 3 times denser than the paper bag. And because it's 3 times denser than the paper bag, it makes a stronger application for certain things. Why are you not staying down on there? That doesn't make any darn sense. And so, with building from scratch, you have to make it look reasonably correct, right? And that's it. Reasonably correct is what you need to do.
How do you know it's 3 times more dense?
How do I know it's 3 times more dense? I can feel it. I can tell that it's 3 times denser, almost the exact same thickness. Okay, it's okay, listen to that. You hear the difference in the crispness of the sound? That lets you know a density of a paper is different from another piece of paper. It's practical applications that I've learned over years and years and years of building. All right. Now, I could not get that piece of paper to stay down. So what I did was I put a little piece of shim in there to hold it down. Now that one's done. Let's do the other side over here. Okay, that works, I think. Anyway, bigger pieces of chipboard cut down into smaller pieces of chipboard will allow you to do all kinds of stuff with this. It's just the coolest thing ever. I've loved building with paper. It's probably the most interesting material to use because of all the things that you can do with it. Huh. Okay, let's try this. And because I've been doing this for 17 years now, I have learned all kinds of little tricks to make stuff work better. Okay, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get this to go in here and still get underneath of this. So I need to take a little notch out of here, just like that. And now what that'll do is that'll slide in behind there. Aha! Okay. And as you can see, it fits in place really well. I don't know if you can see it or not. But once I've got that, now that I have my base shape, then I have to cut it down to fit. All right. Nice. Okay, so now we want to glue this in place. And all of this just takes a little bit of time and work. Okay. Is there any questions, Rose, that are worth answering?
No,
Okay.
no real questions.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Show. Thank you for joining. And I use Pepsi boxes a lot. Probably the most used chipboard I have is Pepsi boxes. And they come in exceedingly useful. All right, so I think that I need to move that stuff, get that out of the way, and get my little micro this is a steel scale, or a 6-inch stainless steel ruler. I use this ruler more than any other ruler I have in my arsenal because it works good and it gets in places where most stuff will not. Okay, so that's 3/8. So that is 1 and 3/8 is what I need, and I'm gonna have to make a couple of these.
Said Pepsi didn't pay you, don't give free advertisement.
Say that again, Rose.
Somebody said Pepsi didn't pay you, so don't give them free advertisement.
Well, hey, I'm not giving them free advertisement on purpose. I'm giving you guys free advertisement. And no, they don't pay me, and that's too bad. Because the whole thing with this is here. I use mostly chipboard that comes out of Pepsi boxes because I like Pepsi and I drink it. I can't help giving them free advertising, and it doesn't matter if I do that or not, because someday maybe they'll give me sponsorship money, and maybe they won't. I'm still going to drink Pepsi, and I'm still going to show everybody that it's probably the best material to use. So, if I'm giving them free advertisement, it's the way it goes. It's an accidental thing that cannot be avoided. Now, what I've done is...
Can we see the in-progress piece?
Oh, yes, I will show you the in-progress. Just a second, I got to cut this piece. this is what is in progress. What I am doing right now is I am fixing this part of the engine well and closing it all in. And so, yeah, this is it. And just so you can see how this is lit, this is all fiber optics, LEDs and fiber optics. As you can see, the bridge lights look exceedingly well. There's the landing gear down there. Clearance lights up there. Yeah, they probably should have been orange, but I made them blue because I like blue better. All of the turrets that are on this have fiber optics to them. All the fiber optics go to this location. And eventually that will all be covered up, just like these engines are all covered up. And so the progress on this is coming along. I'm starting to do detail work on the engines. Okay, with detail work on the engines, what you're ending up doing is you're almost completed. Then you have to paint. And so now I'm doing more detail work. Right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting the detail work for this this reinforcing piece that goes from the chassis body to the engine housing. And the cool thing about paper is the more times you add a piece of paper to something, the stronger your build gets. Okay? And so, by putting that paper on here like so, I am making a much stronger build. Okay? I'll be able to grab a hold of this and do whatever I want with it, and it won't go anywhere. It'll stay strong. Okay, that matches that. That means I have to... Do I want to cut that down? Gosh, I don't know what I want to do now. Do I want to cut that down? That looks pretty darn good that way. Yeah, okay. Now, I measured this to go here. All right, but it's sticking out too far along this edge. So I want to trim it down. You just take your mechanical pencil and you put a line on it like so, and then you cut it down to fit. Okay, now what I'm going to show you right now is that now is cut down to fit. It goes on much better. Now I'm just going to put it over here and see how it fits over here. Almost perfect. Okay, that means my symmetry is very good. So we want to put that on over there. Oops, wait a minute. What I want? Okay, there. All right. And I want to add just a tiny bit to this edge here. Goes to there, goes up here like that. I've had people ask me how long my scissors last. I've had these since Joe Pelosi gave them to me when I was building his Huey. Oh, and that's something that I should tell everybody. My commission pieces start at $500 a piece and they go up. If anybody's interested in a commission piece, minimum is $500 and they go up from there. And basically the sky is the limit on that. All right, so now I need to fix that. I used Elmer's glue and paper towel to cement this piece in because there was a gap in it. Well, that's a cheap filler and it's super strong. But when you're putting a new piece on it, you have to make sure that you have a defined line. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm defining that line between this and this. And now this piece goes on here, and I see how well it fits. Well, actually, that's close enough. I don't need to do anything but glue it on and then do some hand sanding, basically on this upper section. Okay, those are there. Always keep paper bag material handy so that you can keep your fingers clean and rub the excess glue off onto that paper. Because if you use too much glue, your parts will not stick properly. They keep wanting to come loose on you. And unless you want to spend hours holding your parts in place, don't use too much glue. And so then you just have to kind of squeeze it together, get it to stay put your other piece on, clean up your edges, and then put your facing edge on. The facing edge will be the triangle piece that goes in here. All right. Stay put. Come on. Don't move around. Just stay there. And what you're doing is, if you look at a part, the reason I'm doing this right now is because when I looked at this, straight on, this engine, it was not lined up right. It was over to one side. So I've had to readjust this to get it to look right. Symmetry in making spaceships and cars and trucks and stuff like that is quite important. Okay. That seems...
GJ is in.
Hi, GJ. How you doing? And so, you guys, and it's like building 101. First off, if you know how to build houses or anything like that, frames on motorcycles or cars, if you know how to build, then this part of what you do is second nature. If you do not know how to build, you have to work at it. It's a practice that is, if you practice correctly, it will do you wonderful news I should say not news. It will do you wonderful things in anything that you build. But if you do not build structurally correct, whatever you're making is probably not going to last very long. Okay, now I like that, the way it's going, but I don't like that edge. I should have trimmed that down before I put it on there. Okay, it's being a pill. It does not want to work right up here. All right, so we add some more Elmer's glue. To this part. And hopefully this time it's going to stick. I use these dental tools regularly. Thank you all for joining the phone show. And thank you very much for your support, you guys. It is going to help me make this move a lot better. And so I appreciate everything that Paper Army does.
And Top just donated. He said, "Hello, Dan. Long time since I've been in a live. Still watching from Ireland."
Oh, that's awesome news, Ireland. Thank you very much. I appreciate that help.
It's Antok.
It's who? Anton? Antok?
Antok.
Thank you, Antok, very much. And I continue to build. I am not going to quit, you guys. This drawback that I'm in right now with this move is taking a lot out of me, and I've made some huge mistakes, but I keep moving forward, and I'm not going to quit. I will be a better host to the show. So thank you all for everything you've done, for your forgiveness and your understanding, and thank you for watching my phone show. I also especially want to thank you all for following me. We're trying to get to 100K subs. We're close. We're at 97,000. And so thank you very much for everything you've done. Sorry, everybody. I bumped the sound button. Thank you for helping me, you guys. I tell you what, this Dremel light tool has saved me a bazillion hours work. And I know that's probably not a term, but anyway, it sure has made a huge difference in what I build. Okay, now that I have that,
They're still saying no sound.
I fixed the sound. So, I don't know what the problem is. My microphone is on.
Okay, no, they said it's fine now.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so once you get all these pieces on and you get it symmetrical, and now that that's held in place, I can take that off of there. Now what I want to do is I want to cover up, because this doesn't look very good. So now I want to cover that up. So we take this and we move it over here like that. And put it on here like so. Okay. And now what I do is I make a mark up here on the top as to where those pieces come to, and then I go down here to the bottom and I look at it. That's lined up. So now what I have to do is I go from this bottom corner down here up to my mark up here, and that gives me an angle that I need to cut off to make it look right. You mark that, you cut it down, that would be my starboard side. No, yeah, that'd be starboard, the starboard side. Now what I've got is I've got this cut down to match this piece over here. So what I have to do at this point is I have to do the other side the same way. I've got that, and now I need to do this. Where's that? That's right there. Okay, and so now I cut that down, or I make a mark on it, and we do the same thing. We take our little steel rule, we go up to this upper mark, we go like that, and we use our handy dandy titanium razor scissors. Now, that is the piece I made. This is what it's going to look like when it goes on. Just like that. It covers up everything. All of that stuff down in there, this covers it all up. And then all I have to do is add some Elmer's glue to this. Uh-oh, it's a little too wet. That's okay. It's easy to sand that stuff down. Okay, now I want some adhesion and cohesion on this. That means I want to put glue on this piece, and I want to put glue on the other piece. Because this is structurally a heavy, structurally wise, this is a heavy piece. All right, because it has to be able to hold strong enough that you can grab a hold of it from there. And so I put a little bit of glue on there like that. Whoa, I see it puddling up down here. So I got to move it around and make sure it doesn't puddle. And it will. This stuff puddles really well. It runs downhill is what I'm talking about, and then it makes a puddle at the bottom. And now we put Elmer's glue or PVA onto the piece that goes on there. This one here. And now I get it put in place. Now, as you can see, it covers up all of the mistakes and everything that I had underneath here. It becomes the final armor piece that goes onto here. So when this is ready to paint now.
Somebody's wondering what the end product will be.
You want to know what the end product is? This is a Hammerhead Corvette from the movie Rogue One in Star Wars. If you look it up, you can see what the end product will be. Because it's going to take another month for me to get this thing done.
Have you sold any of your art?
I've sold 85 pieces worldwide. If you want to purchase one of my pieces, commissioned pieces start at $500 and they go up from there. If you want to see right now, I don't have a lot for sale right now because I'm busy with trying to make a move out of this location to another one. Anyway, if you go to paperarmy.net, you can see stuff that's for sale right now. Okay, now that piece has now completed that section. I still have fill work to do down inside here, but and some fill work along this area, but that is incidental and insignificant right now.
I'm back, Rose.
Okay, thank you. I need to go let the dog in.
Thank you, Rose. Hi, Rose. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Eddie. How you doing? GJ is in. Haven't seen Rocket yet. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you for following me, you guys. I think my Dremel is dying, you guys. It just is not working correctly. But I have this Bauer, and it is doing a good job. It's more of a commercial application, the Bauer. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Show, everyone. I hope you all are having a good day.
Hey, Mike, somebody wants to say hi.
Okay. Hi, Ruby. How are you, sweetheart?
Good.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, look it. It's a happy birthday cupcake.
Oh, that's nice. Are they good?
Must be nice to have that.
Oh, that's awesome.
She said I love Mike.
Hey, what are you? You. No. How about you next
Okay. Nice. I tell you what, these sanding discs for the rotary sanders are really good. All kinds of time is saved by using these. So if you have to do this by hand on thousands of pieces, you will probably never complete one. Okay, everybody, that closes in this. It's all symmetrical now, and it's sanded down nice, ready for paint. Okay, so now I can go back to these side, these wings. Okay, so one of the things I'll show you right now is over here, you can see this white right here. That is Elmer's glue and paper towel that I got saturated with Elmer's glue and then watered up and poked them in there. Okay, now, these holes here, there, and down here, that's what I have to fill to give it the strength that it needs. And this is just an old paper towel right here that I've been using for my cleaning my paintbrushes and stuff. Well, when you're making the cement, it doesn't care whether or not it's got some old paint on it. So I just chop up that stuff, and this is what I use to pack those parts. And it's easy to do. Elmer's glue. You rub it on the palm of your hand like that. You put this over here like so. And you just start gluing this stuff together. And you just have to wad it up. Okay? And make sure that the glue permeates all of this paper, because when it dries, this stuff is more like cement than anything else. And so that's what I have to do. I just keep adding this stuff until I get it all completely filled in with Elmer's glue. You don't need to make it 100%, but you don't want any air bubbles in it. In other words, if there's any of this white paper that doesn't have glue on it, it would be classified as an air bubble. Thank you all for joining the phone show and for helping me with donations. Thank you. It's going to make my move easier. If anybody can, if you can go to my GoFundMe page and put in $1, that's going to help out a lot too. And so thank you very much for your support, everybody. It's a very difficult time I'm in right now. So, who's in?
Minnie.
Hi, Minnie. How you doing? All right. Now, what I've got is this. Okay. So now, I take this and I put it in there. I just fill that hole with it and put it all together, and I can show you what it looks like when I'm done here. Anyway, that's what it looks like, you guys.
Minnie wants to know if you saw the necklace.
Oh, yeah. Minnie, that necklace is cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, in a minute.
You used jade on that necklace, didn't you, Minnie?
People are stupid as well.
Yes, Eddie, they are. And by design.
He thinks so. He doesn't know what jade is.
Hey, Minnie, look up jade. Because it looked like jade to me.
The female wrestler's going to come up.
What, Eddie?
The female wrestler named Jade is going to come up.
Really? There's a female wrestler named Jade?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Looks like Derek.
Is she WWE or something?
Yeah. He just tagged the stone. He doesn't know if it was Jade or not.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, Minnie, that's a very cool stone that you used. And you guys, we have a Discord channel, and people post pictures on our Discord. If you have a membership, bronze membership, silver, or gold membership, you can go post pictures of what you make on our Discord. If you do not have a membership, you cannot go to our Discord site. Okay.
50 minutes, Mike.
50 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow. It is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I come on live. If you take and follow me and put up notifications, it'll let you know when I'm going live. There's another piece right there. That's done. Now, it takes, because this is so saturated with glue, it takes it 4 days to dry. All right. I'm getting a lot done on my move, you guys. It's not very easy. It's very, very difficult. And I didn't want to have to do this now. I wanted to wait for another year, but it's just not. Anyway, It's a very difficult move, everyone, so thank you for your support.
I don't like it.
Fine.
I don't want.
Tell that.
Okay, now we're going to take that. We're going to go up there like so. Put that on there. And that's all it is, everybody, is it's just keep layering on your glue and your paper towel. And that makes sure that there's enough Elmer's glue or PVA glue on this that when it dries, it becomes almost like cement. I can't poke a needle or a pin. I can't poke these dental tools in it. It will not penetrate. I have to drill it to get it to work. Now, there we go. One more to go.
Is there a difference between layering it like that and just wadding it up and soak with glue?
Well, as you just noticed, I wadded that up and stuck it in there. I layer it because I want to make sure that the glue is all through the paper, 100%, or at least 90%. And by doing this, I'm guaranteeing that the glue will be totally saturated in this piece of paper. Now you see there's not some down there. Well, that's not going to matter when it comes down to how much glue and paper I'm using. But yes, it is important to try and get it as saturated as possible. With practice, you'll learn how much glue to use. I have had 17 years of practice doing this. And because I've had so much practice with this, I pretty much know what I have to do to get this right. And it's one of those kind of things that without the practice, you're not going to get it right. It takes time. And so once you start doing this, you know, if you mess with this stuff an hour a day will get you all the knowledge you need to build anything you want. There it is. And see, now I just poke it in that hole right like that. And then I touch these pieces down here and there. And basically what I'm doing is I am getting this to contour to this hole. And I'm getting it to bond to this piece and bond to this piece. Now there are filled in. Now what it looks like when it's dry is it looks like this. And it's solid. There are the shoulder guns, shoulder turrets, mounting points.
You can look at the stick. Trust me. There you go.
Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Now, what I showed you today, this piece is all closed in. I'm getting the other shoulder turrets set up What I have to do next with this is I have to get the landing lights in. You might want to ask, what kind of landing lights? Well,
They're in the Halloween box.
there they are. Red, orange, and white.
They're all Halloween box.
All right, the red dictates that this is the port side. This landing light over here will be green in the middle. That means it's starboard. Okay.
This? Okay.
Really?
All right. You guys, if you build these structurally correct like I teach you, you can play with them all you want. They're paper. If you manage to break one, you just glue it back together. It's paper. So your creations will continue to live on way past your lifetime if you build them structurally correct. Now, see this? This is what I mean by structurally correct. It has rafters in it, or floor joists, whatever you want to call that. Now, this piece needs to be, these need to be detailed. So, that's what I'm going to do here, is fix these parts. Because I have to build this front to the center, back to the center. Because of the way the fiber optics have to go together in this section right here, you can't build this thing from the front and go all the way to the back. It's impossible because, well, it's not impossible. If you want to add a whole lot more fiber optics and a lot more lights to it, then yes. I do not. I got 5 lights up front. Okay?
Ernie's in. He said he's going to stop in and say hi, and he's got to see how the project's going.
Oh, it's going good, Ernie. I'm fixing all these little bits and pieces that I'm doing right now. And so, yes, I'm closing in a lot of stuff, like these ear struts. I've got to close those in so they're right now. Oh, that's out of shape. Okay, well, we're going to fix that. Oh, that's hard on the ears. The Dremel's not acting right. It's being real touchy. So I'm having to use the Bauer. What, Eddie? What?
Is it a high-pitched whine?
Oh no, it's just it runs out of battery power really quick after I charge it.
You might need new brushes, Mike.
It does. It's brushless.
Oh.
I'm thinking it's the battery. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, here's your pink pop when you're done.
Okay, so now how do I want to fix this? All right, I want to close all this in. And that is not level enough to close in. Okay, what I'm looking at right now. All right, now I've learned a lot about this stuff. This piece right here is flush with that. This one is down inside, that's down inside, and so is this one. That means I have to put 3 more pieces in here to raise it up to the right elevation to be able to put the facing edge on it. Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed something. I just looked at the picture of that. There's all kinds of detail work that is down inside here. So that's what I got to do now is I got to put detail work inside of it. Okay. All right. That's, well, that's more work for me. And more stuff for you to watch. Okay, so now, take this piece right here.
No, I'm not.
And I need to make these in modular units, everybody. Now, what a modular unit is is you build something as a separate piece and then you glue it in place. Wait a second. Maybe this will work. Aw, that's already small enough. Okay, that's close. All right, so now I'm going to take this, cut it off here, then I'm going to sand it down so it'll fit in place. Now I want this piece, all right, what I want is I want this to drop right down in there just like that. Okay, so now I build the accents onto this, then I can glue it in place. Now what that does is it makes your builds look really cool. And none of this has to be to scale or accurate or anything. You're just making a new part. And because you're just making a new part, it just has to look cool. Okay.
I love your work. I do this too, but I use cardboard. Rusty.
Well, if you work with cardboard, that's very cool. My builds can't use cardboard. It's too heavy. So chipboard is the only way I can get this to work right.
Ernie's asking if you ever thought about making people look-alikes, Mike.
If I ever thought of making what?
People look-alikes.
No, Ernie, I have not. I've not even thought about that. Now, Ernie, if you'd like to do that, I will do everything I can to help you get that done. Now, what I'm using this for is I'm cleaning off all the extra glue around this piece. Now, this is another cool thing. I bought one of these. Okay, this is a hole punch. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to add a lot of different punched out pieces to stuff I build because it makes it look like portholes. It makes it look like hatches. There's just all kinds of very cool stuff that it makes it look like. Okay, so now, all right, that's what I just did. Put them little dots on there. All right, now what that does is when you paint that, they stand out. You can see it. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down right here and trim that off like that. And then I'm going to trim this piece off. Oops. And go over here and do that again. All right, kind of what I'm doing here is I'm making this a little bit wedge shaped. All right, now that wedge shape is then going to be glued in place. Now I leave just a tiny bit of separation between the block and the wedge piece. All right, just a tiny bit of separation right in there. Because when you paint this, that will show up really, really well. And now, to make it look even cooler, just take this little piece over here. Okay, there's some scrap. Scrap piece going in the garbage. Well, before it goes in the garbage, I'm going to punch a hole out of it. Just like that. Now, I'm going to use that part that I just punched out, and I'm going to make another bolt pattern, or, you know, whatever you want to call that. Does not matter what you call it. It can be a bolt, it can be a porthole. It's just adding detail. Doesn't matter. There it is. All right, now this piece will glue into here. Just like this. It glues in just like that. All right. Now, something I know, because I've done this for so many years, I don't want it to fall inside. So I have to take a little piece of paper and I have to glue it inside for it to sit on. Otherwise, you end up having a heck of a time getting it to stay where you want it to. And this is all part of structural correctness with building. Put that. How many?
30.
30 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. And thank you all for your support and for helping with everything in the show. Thank you guys for talking amongst yourselves and visiting with people all over the world. There's that piece. I have to do one for here the same way.
Hey, Mike, let them know that you're going to be giving away a couple builds, and Derek's going to be giving away a couple builds when we hit 100K.
Oh, say everybody, when we hit 100,000 followers, we're going to do some giveaways. And I'm not sure what they will be, but we will do them. And so I've got a couple of cool things in mind. Eddie, you want to remind me to check the t-shirts I have that I made in, when was that? 2020. I made some custom t-shirts and I still have some. And so I think giving one of those away would be a good idea. That will not fit.
I had no idea they made clear glue. Is it all just as strong?
I found out that this clear Elmer's, it's expensive compared to the other. The white Elmer's is $10 a gallon. This was $22 a gallon. This clear glue is 3 or 4 or 10 times stronger than the white Elmer's. And I found that out because I had to tear a piece apart not long ago. And I couldn't hardly pull it apart. And I realized this white Elmer's, or this clear Elmer's, is much stronger. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need another one of those little pieces to go inside to make more detail work. Where'd I put that? And it's so easy to lose paper when you're working with paper. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I got lots of paper. So the thing is, just continue on and make another piece. That one fit though. That's, oh, there it is. Found it, coach. Do. Okay, so what I want to do is make that.
Darth Vader's in the show.
Darth Vader? Luke, I am your father. I'm not very good at that. Thank you all for coming to the phone show. And thank you very much for following me, you guys. We're trying to get to 100K. And we can do this. And I know it's because you all are helping. You're sharing me with others and just being amazing human beings.
Could you just use PVA glue? Very interested in testing something like this. Maybe not as technical, but I want to make something.
PVA glue works just as good as Elmer's. I know because I got a lot of friends in Europe that are building using PVA glue. A lot of good paper builders over there. And what I'm doing right now is I have to make this fit inside here. But it has to fit, it has to just be able to drop in.
Chaz loves your builds and said he hope all is well. Love your builds. Definitely talented.
Thank you very much. Sometimes you have to get out your hand sander and get it to fit just perfect because your electric one tends to eat up a lot more paper real quick. All right, now that fits in there just perfect.
Looks beautiful, Mike.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add detail work to it so when I plug it in, it looks like this. Detail. Okay, where's that heavy stuff at? Okay, there's a piece. Little teeny parts. I have a bunch of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them onto this piece and give it the detail that I want it to have. All right, so now
That's excellent, somebody said.
thank you very much. I worked very hard at making my builds look good. And one of the ways I have found is that you add detail with little parts. They don't have to represent anything. As long as the detail looks good, then your representation of what you're building looks good.
I started following and watching you during or towards the end of the pandemic.
Really? You started watching me at the end of the pandemic? What were you?
He's asking if you still make jewelry, Mike, so yeah, he did watch you.
I haven't made any jewelry in like 20 years. And I do not have any jewelry, any new jewelry at all. And were you on TikTok? Is that where you saw me?
Greetings from Iran.
Welcome, Iran.
They ran so far away. They couldn't get away.
Welcome to the phone show. I'm out here in America.
DJ wants to make a small air tank. So, the tube, no problem. What's the best way to make domed ends, Mike?
GJ, what size of a domed end do you want to make? That depends on what answer I can give you.
What? How do you know? How do you know? What did so? Why don't you post something on there about it?
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining the phone show. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow.
Oh, you know when you have social media, they have anybody follow you.
Okay. This is the detail work I'm doing. Now, I'm going to show you a really neat trick about this. As you know, I have a hole punch.
That's dumb on your part. Mike, that's random. You remember random? He used to come in the show all the time.
Yes? And what is random talking about?
That's the guy that was coming in the show with the jewelry.
Random had jewelry?
No, when you were making jewelry, Mike.
I've never made jewelry on the channel.
No, Mike, but you showed it on the channel. That's what he's getting to.
Oh yeah, I have showed it on the channel. But I've showed it on both channels. And if he's talking about the pandemic...
Right, Mike, all I'm saying is that's random. He's trying to get you to remember him.
Oh, I'm trying... Oh, sorry, random.
Yeah, it was TikTok. He was on TikTok. I remember random.
Okay. Well, hey, random. It's hard for me to remember some of this stuff because I have, like... Well, I had 125,000 followers on TikTok, and I got 97,000 over here. It's very difficult for me to remember all the different stuff. Now, see that? I punched a bigger hole out, and I put it over top. All right, now what it does is it breaks one piece into two, or two pieces into one. And so now, I go back to the little hole punch, and I punch out two more. I'm punching them out of the same piece of chipboard, and what that does is that makes sure my symmetry is right as far as elevation goes. And believe me, you got to have one of these to get your punches out. Because if you punch four or more, it's almost impossible to get them out. Welcome back to the show, Random. I'm glad you found me over here on YouTube. I do my shows random, 10 a.m. To noon Pacific Standard Time. And I will be back tomorrow an hour and 40 minutes earlier than right now. There.
20 minutes, Mike.
There is some more detail work. And the little punch outs, that's easy detail.
Eddie asked Mike about very small dome less than quarter-inch diameter.
Oh, less than quarter inch? Oh, okay. All right. Wait a minute. Maybe I got something here I can show you. Okay. Best thing to do is make your tube. Whatever you want for a tube. This is how you're going to make your dome. Now, what you do is you take your PVA glue and you mix it up with some paper towel. Make sure it is very nicely done. Then what you do is you force it into your tube. All right? And once it starts drying, then you put some more on. And you put more on until you have kind of a pile of it at the end of your tube. All right? Once you've got that, then you can sand it with your hand sander like that, back and forth like that, and get a perfect dome. And it won't crush because it's solid. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think what I want to do here is I want to add some parts across this way. Yep,
is in. He said, "Hey, dude, long time no see. How are you?"
Who's in?
Razmataz.
Razmataz. Welcome back. I'm doing, well, I've got to make a move, everybody. I've got to move out of my place into a new one. And it is a bit stressful. But thank you all for your donations and for helping with that. That's helping out a lot because this move is going to be nuts.
He's asking if you're Random's asking if you're still making Dagwoods.
No, I'm not making Dagwoods anymore. And I might start again someday, maybe. But I am sick of making sandwiches, let me tell you. Okay, see there? This cross piece? That is all adding to the look of this detail. And now, I'm going to take and punch a couple more of these. Okay. I've got enough Dagwood sandwich builds out there that I hope that there's folks out there that are making Dagwoods on their own now. Now, this piece fits down inside here. Aw. Just like that. That is cheap, easy detail. And so now what we do is we just add some Elmer's glue or PVA.
Yeah. Huh? Why? Baseball player? Yeah. Mickey Lolich died, Rick. Mike.
Who's that?
He's a baseball player.
Yeah, don't know him. Never even heard of them. But I have never watched baseball.
Your loss.
I mean, seriously, I have never watched baseball. Don't like it. That and basketball. I watch football every once in a while, but none of the others.
Yeah, Derek likes women's tennis.
I like MMA. Women's tennis is cool. I like women's golf better than men's golf.
Yeah. Derek likes watching frisbee golf too.
Uh-huh.
DJ said cricket.
Cricket's cool. I like cricket.
Gotta run. Take care. See you. Nice. Still creating stuff. Random.
All right, Random, take care. Yeah, and Random, before you take off, I got to show you something. I'm using fiber optic lighting in my builds now. And LEDs. So I've stepped up my game just a tiny bit.
Yeah, DJ's got a point. Women's volleyball is really good to watch.
Yeah, that is fun to watch too.
Not watch their game. I mean, just saying. Evening looks ace. Nice to see it lit up.
Yeah, it's very, yes. And it's getting, it'll be finished in March, I would say. February, yeah, March. Should be done with it. I'd like to be done with it in February, but I just don't think I can get it done. Now, you saw that detail work, okay? I have to copy that and put it over here on this side.
10 minutes, Mike. You want to read?
Yes, I do.
What's it worth to you?
It's worth me tipping my camera up.
Let me see. Send me $1,000 or I'm not going to let you.
It will be fully painted, absolutely. And that's true. You cannot rush art. And especially when you're building something this detailed out of a picture. You can't, there's no way to rush it because you have to build things according to where you're at in the build process. Now, something like this, I started with the hammerhead, and then I had the chassis all the way back to here. Then I had to build the tail section because I had wiring that's got to go into it so that the battery box would work. Anyway, now I'm starting to close in detail work, getting the armor finished. I got to get the shoulder guns on. My brain is still working on that one. But anyway, this is what you have to do. It's just one piece at a time because everything is scratch built. My pieces sell between $500 for a small custom build to something like this that is $50,000. So if you want something built by me, the minimum cost is going to be $500. And that is for a Hot Wheels sized car, truck, cat, airplane, etc. This F-14 Tomcat, it's the only one I got. I don't plan on making another one unless somebody pays me to make another one. You want me to build one of these for you? It's $1,000 plus tax. Okay. The builds are not cheap, you guys. Yes, Mojo is correct. A lot of hours goes into this and a lot of thought process. I have to design and build every piece. There is nothing that is made from anything else. Okay, other than scavenged parts I've got from here and there. It's like the honeycomb that's in these engines. All right, that came out of an old heater face. No, Gregory, I do not. It has nothing to do with how much. I'm on Social Security, Gregory. Social Security. I don't make any money on that. All my bills suck it up. It's the truth. Absolutely, Mojo. 100% true. Go boom? I have no idea what those emojis are. I can't see them. They're too small. This is a Hammerhead Corvette made out of recycled paper and recycled parts from old toys and some brand new fiber optics. An old recycled light switch to make all the lights work. Here, let me see. There you go. The ear guns are on turrets. They're fiber optically lit. The landing gears, the clearance lights, the back turret is lit up. The side turrets will be lit. The engines are lit up. And that grill work looks very cool for an engine. This is an online spaceship from Rogue One, Star Wars. Okay, same with these. All right, these are Star Wars. Anybody that knows Star Wars understands this is a rebel transport.
Mike Cheesy said, going to use 4 candy balls on this one. Haha, caught an old video.
Well, Cheesy, salute, Cheesy. I hope you enjoy that.
Like, that really looks like a roach.
I know it looks like a cockroach. That's probably where they got the idea this transport in Star Wars was a cockroach. Yeah, looks more like a palmetto bug, though. And it doesn't matter. Start with small, make micro machines, and continue working upward. My very first build was this one 17 years ago. Droid control ship. Well, let's see. Are you an elf? Sir Rapsalot, way to go. Yeah, the DeLorean. I made 5 of these. All recycled paper, Hot Wheels size. This is the only one left. It is the prototype number 1. The other 4 are sold and gone. Yeah, I love that. Great Scott! Exterminate the doctor. Tell you what, these were the smallest nightmare build I've ever done. Yeah, Jabba sail barge. Biggest thing I got? Minnie knows what it is. Oh, what's the biggest thing I've sold? Shoot, I don't know, Minnie. Yeah, that's a Dalek. I made 5 K9s. They're all gone. This is the prototype Dalek. It's number 1. I still have it. I made 13 TARDISes. They're all gone. I made 10 sonic screwdrivers. They're all gone. This is the number one. It's not gone yet. I know. Yeah, the Dalek is really, it turned out really good. I mean, people can look at it. They know it's a Dalek. Absolutely. Anybody that knows Doctor Who knows the Daleks. Oh, yeah. Eddie, I think, does have a mini A10. They're all gone, too. I don't have any of them left. Not all of them. I keep quite a few of the number ones, yes. Like this one. I don't really want to sell this. This is the number one. There is only one. Okay?
Mike, GJ asked if he'd be forgiven if his first Bill's wheels don't turn out, or is that a no-no?
Oh, shoot. Everything's forgiven. GJ?
Efren's in.
Hi, Efron. I'm sorry you caught the end of the show. There's only 3 minutes left. Yes, it does look exactly like a Dalek. And all my TARDISes are gone. And they looked exactly like a TARDIS. Sorry, Dennis. I'm not doing Dagwoods anymore. Maybe once the move is done and I'm in a home, or instead of a fifth wheel, or in this rented office, maybe I'll start Dagwoods again. But until then, no. I'm sorry, there will be none. Oh, thank you, Simon. I try to be. I goofed up yesterday and the day before. I let the move get to my head. And so I was having a tough week this week. We had a discussion, a business meeting, and we talked about it. And I told everybody in the business meeting that I would have a better day today and I would not go back to being the way it was. And so I'm going to continue to do stuff every day until I get moved.
1 minute, Mike.
Oh, no. The show's over, everybody. Aw. Thank you all for joining my phone show. Thank you very much for sharing me with others and for helping me with donations, everyone. It's going to make my move easier. And so, yeah, thank you all. I love you, Paper Army. I think you're fantastic human beings all over the world. And you're starting to, you're making a change in this world, and we need it. So, a couple things to leave you with. Number one, never stop learning. That, by far, is the most important thing I can tell you. Oh, who is that? OG? Thank you, OG. Thank you very much. So anyway, number two, it doesn't matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. How about, since we're enlightened, that we be better human race? Quit trafficking people. Quit hunting people. Come on, let's get smart. We're supposed to be intelligent, enlightened humans. We're all the human race, everyone. Let's start being better at it. Good night, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Good night.